What is a big old deal, man? We are back for another one. You already know it's your boy Don Mello, man. And yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now today, man, this gonna be an interesting one. Uh, so Omar Gooden, I don't know if y'all know who that is, but that's Cuban Gooden Jr.'s. I think it's his younger brother, and he had a unpopular opinion, man. He said Tupac would have played the Jody role better in Baby Boy. I don't know, man. What y'all think about that? Let's go ahead and get into it.
Tupac or Tyrese?
I thought you were going to ask something else. The something I would say would Pac have done a better job than Tyrese? Yeah. It. I'm gonna take a little bit longer to answer, so it doesn't sound like a diss. Yeah. Let me weigh. Let me see. Transformers. No, he Transformers. Let's see. Fast and Furious. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pac. I'm gonna go with Pac would have did better. Pac. Here's the thing though. Tupac died in '96. The movie didn't happen until we didn't film it until '99. Um, in '99, I was ready for the role. In '96, I wasn't, and nor would I have been considered for the role. If Pac was in the movie, I wouldn't be in the movie. So that's wouldn't you rather see it with Pac? No, because unless Pac didn't get killed and just stayed alive. But
Yeah, I could kind of see that though, cause like if you think about it, I don't think their chemistry would have been all that. Um, him and Pop. Yeah, I don't think that chemistry would have been. It would have meshed together. I honestly think Baby Boy, Tyrese did a great job at that role. I couldn't see it any other way. Let's go.
if he didn't get killed, they would have made a movie right away, because it was John Singleton's next yeah that wrote for him. So I wouldn't be in it. It's fun to think of how here's the thing too. Here's the thing, because casting is so important and everything I believe happens for a reason. I couldn't think of. I'll just say it. I don't know who else would have been able to pull off Sweet Pea the way that I did because of what I had invested, because of my abilities, because of my past to that point, and so forth and so on. But I think Tyrese was the perfect Jody though,
Yeah.
because that's not nice. But in the sense of he was able to the mama and all that. Like he was able to hit those points to where you would believe him being that type of person in every way. You know what I mean?
And just to be, what I'm saying, I feel like nigga, Pac was just like he wouldn't have been able to bring like although he loved the West Coast and everything like that, and his acting skills was authentic, but I just don't think he would have been able to bring that vibe. Cause like if you don't know Tyrese is from Watts, California, so like that automatically like already he already know how to bring that like element like that feel or that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because he grew up in them areas and stuff like that. So he's more experienced than Tupac was. Even though Tupac is a great actor or was a great actor, you feel me? And his characters, you know how to bring his characters to life. But as far as playing like a Cali role, I just don't think he would have hit the mark. He wouldn't have been able to bring that authenticity to the role, in my opinion.
I mean, and Pac, I don't know very many vulnerable roles I've seen him in. Like he's always been Pac. He's had layers. Okay, you take from Juice to maybe Bullet, or was it Bullet where he played the cop or whatever. You know what I mean? He's had different layers, but it's always been Tupac. You know what I'm saying? That type of role. I know him. Even Poetic Justice, he was still that nigga in it. You know what I mean? He had the vulnerable moments with Janet, but still, he was still that guy. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I'd see him having the mentality, especially with what he spoke on and how he, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't see him really being that dude. But as far as an actor, an overall acting ability, then yeah, sure, I would definitely think Tupac. But I think it would have just been different. You know, I think it would have been, yeah, the baby boy that's more general. Like, you know, Tyrese's version was a little exaggerated, I think. I'm sure there's some that's dead on who he was. But for the most part, it's like, okay, and he's living with his mama and he's like, mama, and all this. He said mama so much. You know, I was coming from a nigga raised by his mama. It's like, it's not really raised by their mama. I kind of, they really more. If anything, we more extra because we protect the moms. Like, you know, they just, the son, black woman can't raise a man. Fuck out of here. We more protective of our mama than anybody else. That's what a lot of real men came from, raised by their mama. Because Pops was out there doing his thing, and we had to be the man of the house now. You know what I'm saying? So that mentality, oh, I'm still living with my mama, knock it off. So, but the way he pulled off was fun, and it was funny. A lot of times when you see the movie Baby Boy, or rather when I meet fans, they go, man, that movie Baby Boy, that shit was funny as hell. And I always go, damn, it's funny because we weren't going for comedy.
Yeah, but it was like, but it was like a serious comedy though. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what made it so tight. Like Tyrese, you know, even him playing, you know what I'm saying? Omar good, you know what I mean? Like, even with him playing the role, that like, cause I knew him from, you know, from Smart Guy, being a funny guy, you know what I'm saying? So seeing him in that role serious, but he was able to do that too though. He brought it to life, man. Like, you cannot teach, you know what I mean? Like, it just, yeah, but it was like, what do they call it? Dramedy. So it was like serious, but at the same time, though, it was stuff that was funny, like that would be funny to the audience, but not necessarily. Like, I like movies like that, like where it's shit that's funny, but it's not. You're not trying to be funny though. Like, it's not. It ain't an intended joke. You know what I'm saying? That to me make it more like realistic and relatable type shit.
But you say it was funny as hell. And then when I watch it, yeah, we laugh all through it. There's certain parts, but these are real moments that we're laughing at. No, there's purposeful comedy in the movies. Maybe when Ving Rhames turned around naked and shit, like, okay, that's obviously supposed to be a joke, you know. But a lot of stuff that they laughed at, you know, you want to snatch the dress. I know what I want to sell. That wasn't meant to be funny. It was me being in the fucking moment. But the way he put it together, like, that's hilarious. You know, the writing, even everything about it. Hitting his leg while I'm got my eyes closed doing the prayer and shit. Like, that's funny, but it's not meant to be funny. It's, I know you ain't paying attention. Lock in. You know what I mean? So yeah, again, who would,
Exactly. It's like
you can ask
real
that
life
question at
funny.
any time. Who would you rather see play this role, Tyrese or Tupac? You know, but I think there's two kind of perspectives. I hope I covered them both.
You think Tyrese a good actor?
Yes, I think he does good acting. I've seen him in three roles that I really liked. As an actor, um, every role we have to make choices. We can read it like this, we can read it like that. We can perform it like this, we can perform it like that. Good directing is awesome because an actor will say, this is what I believe the character should be, and they'll give you that interpretation. And then the director will be like, interesting. Now try it like this. You had a lot of energy. Try it without energy. Try it again. Throw all those lines away. Don't put anything on them. Just do it just flat and just see how you feel. All right, try it one more time, but really imagine that someone just died. You don't have to cry, but at least make the attempt. Like, try, like a director give you something and you'd be like, wow, I didn't even think about it like that. Like, what if the
That's
person
cold,
had this,
bro.
you know what I mean? So,
That's cold, bro. That is cold. When you think about it, like what it takes that goes into the movie, like the actors, yeah, but it be the people behind the scene, bro. Them directors and producers, all them people, them screen, the writers, the script writers and stuff like that, bro. Them niggas don't get enough credit. They be cold with it, bro. The actors is just kind of like the performers. They like, it's kind of like similar to a writer, a songwriter writing a song for one of your favorite singers, R&B singers, right? It's kind of similar to that. It's like, nigga, they cold, but the performer just knows how to bring it to life, though. You know what I'm saying? But they get in the direction from the producers, you know, and they get in the direction from the writer. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with on the acting side. It's like, bro, these directors and producers and screenwriters and stuff like that, they don't get enough credit, bro. Them niggas be tight, bro.
um, just to thoroughly answer your question on my opinion, I think there are certain choices that actors know that they can make, and people that act maybe aren't aware of those choices. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they don't know. Oh yeah, I was like, well, it said this and it said exclamation point. I have to yell. You don't have to yell. You just have to be intense. Don't scream the line. Just say it intense. That's what the exclamation point means. It doesn't mean you have to yell. No. Make that decision. Everyone's yelling the line. You're going to go audition for this and everyone's yelling. You can hear them through the door yelling. Why don't you go in there and whisper that shit? I bet you it'll have a better effect. These are choices that actors know they can make in the lines. A lot of actors that are, a lot of entertainers that attempt to, I shouldn't say attempt, that get acting jobs and acting roles. I've been very vocal about my criticism of rappers taking my jobs, as I like to say. But there was a period of time in Hollywood where, yeah, I'd be like, oh, this role would be perfect. They gave it to this guy. Well, why? Well, because he sold a bunch of records. But can he act? No, but people are going to see his fan base. They're looking at it like a fucking business. You know what I mean? Tupac, he felt like an actor. He felt like when you saw him in a role, you weren't like, oh, this rapper's doing a good job. Some rappers, you go,
That's true.
this rapper's doing a pretty good job. You know what I mean? Because
And then to keep it honest, man, shit, I don't even look at Tyrese, even though he's a singer. He was a singer first, but I don't even look at Tyrese as a singer. I look at him more of like a better. Well, I mean, he made good music, but I like his acting better though. That's just my opinion. I like the acting better.
they're not trained in
What's the deal? What's the deal?
art of theater. They don't know these choices that they can make, so a lot of their roles look exactly the same. I've heard people say, oh, Ice Cube played the same dude in every role. And it's funny, but it's true. But it's like, so what? But I also met him in real life. That's him. I'm like, you can smile. This is a comedy. I did Barbershop the series, and I got to be, I met, it's funny, because they're not trained in the art of theater. They don't know these choices that they can make, so a lot of their roles look exactly the same. I've heard people say, oh, Ice Cube played the same dude in every role. And it's funny, but it's true. But it's like, so what? But I also met him in real life. That's him. I'm like, you can smile. This is a comedy. I did Barbershop the series, and I got to be, it's funny, I met Ice Cube 2 times. First time I met him was on the set of Boys in the Hood when I went to go visit my brother. And my brother went, hey, Cube, hey, meet my little brother, man. And Ice Cube turned around, and what? You think he smiled? I'm 7, or no, I was, what was I, 10? Well, I was a little dude. Oh, man, Ice Cube, nice to meet you. And what's up? I was like, what? You okay? That was intense. I'm just saying hello off camera, bro. Then I met him the second time.
That nigga
20 years later. No, not that. Let me see. Yeah, about 10 or so years later. As I'm starring in, I'm playing his role on the Showtime version of Barbershop. Now, that series only went one year. And the reason why is because we did the adult Showtime version of a franchise based for PG-13 audience. You know what I mean? So all them fans, all that fan base is like, we're not watching Showtime like that. You motherfucker, it's crazy. But anyway, so I met him on the red carpet, and I did the same way, just as intense. Yo, what up? Oh, what's up? God, this don't ever smile. We are on a red carpet. You know what I mean? So anyway, but that's him. That's just him through and through. If you see him in a role, you know what you're gonna get. You know, and I always try to find a way back to the original question. Yeah, but Tyrese, again, now I've commended him. I saw him, last time I saw Tyrese was at the premiere for 1992. It was a special screening for 1992. And I walked out, man, and I shook his arm, I shook his hand. I said,
at 1992, Tyrese did his thing. And if I think that's the video where he got out of jail. He was supposed to be like this OG or something like that. I think that's the movie. Bruh, he did his thing in that movie, homie. Like, Tyrese, that's why I say Tyrese is a way better actor than he is a singer or artist.
hey, bro, I like this. This was good. My favorite performance was after Baby Boy was Annapolis, where he played he was in the Navy, and he was the guy yelling. He was the guy. He made some excellent choices in that movie. And I hope more people see it before you judge him on his spectrum of his full career, because he did a great. Oh man, I don't know who directed it. I don't know who. I didn't get to get that deep. I just said boom, boom, and slid off. But in the sidebar, yeah, whoever directed that and whoever gave him the guidance through that role did his thing. That and 1992 was pretty damn good. I believe I'm saying it right. 1992 about
yeah.
the riots. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What y'all? What? Oh, what's going on? What's going on, man? I follow. Okay. On me, man. Good looking, good looking. Um, yeah, man. So what y'all think about that, man? Like, who you think is the better? Who you think is the better? Um, who you think is the better actor, or who you think would have been better at that role for Baby Boy, man? Tupac or Tyrese? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, man. I'm gonna get at y'all on the next video. I'm gone.
Pop out like the boogeyman.